In this video, we will be going to talk about another UI design trends, type takes center stage, and we will also demonstrate how to create a complete homepage for a portfolio website using this style. Let's dive straight in. Type takes center stage in UI design is all about using typography to create more visually appealing and engaging user experience. This can be done by using large, bold font, interesting typeface, and creative text treatments. By following these trends and principles, designers can create UI design that use type to create a more engaging and visually appealing user experience. Now we are going to design a full homepage of the portfolio site in Figma. And this is just a dummy brief which I have taken from ChatGPT and Google Bar. And I have taken theme colors that we will use for our design. So download the source file to get this brief and start practice along with the video. The link is given in the description. So first I will create a frame. Here in the presets, I will choose desktop. And I will rename it as homepage. And I will set the background color to red black. We need to set a grid layout to define the boundaries that will hold our content. I will change the grid to columns and will keep 80 pixel margin and count 1, and we'll change this red color to blue. Okay, so the first thing that we will design is the navigation bar. If we see in the brief, we have a logo Pixel Perfection. This is just a dummy name, so I will quickly design a dummy logo for this. I will select the text tool and write P. I will change the text size to 100 pixel. I will change the font to Clash Display, bold. The color should be bright chartreuse. Then we will create a copy of this by dragging and holding the Shift and Alt key. I will make one of the P white, but not pure white. A little bit grayish white. Perfect. Bring this one forward by pressing Shift Ctrl right square bracket. Then select both the P texts, right click and outline stroke. I will apply a stroke on this one, about 10 pixels. And the color is the same as the background. Make it group by pressing Ctrl G. This is too big. Let's adjust the size about that much. I will reduce the stroke size now. Too small, I will make it a little bigger and the stroke 6 pixel. Perfect. And I will keep 80 pixel space from the top. The second thing in the navigation bar is the Nav Links. I will just use hamburger menu. So for that I will type menu, 35 pixel, regular and uppercase. I will align it to the middle of that logo, and here I will make the icon of the menu. Select the line tool and draw a line of about 80 pixel. Make it white, but not pure white. I will use that light gray color. Then I will create a copy of this by dragging and holding the Shift and Alt key. And the stroke size should be 2 pixel. I will keep a little bit of space between the icon and the text. I will also change the text color to that light gray. I will hide the grid for now. And it's time to stylize our hero heading. So I will drag that text first. I'll make it white. Then we'll change the font to Clash Display. The size should be 100 pixel and should be bold. I'll make the paragraph middle and the line height should be 100 or 115 and the letter spacing 2%. I will expand it like this, and yes, I will make the text in uppercase. I will remove the colon and will enter here to move that text to the next line and align it in the middle. Great. Now I will add some graphic elements to this title to make it a little more interesting. First, I want to add a custom arrow to this name. For this, I will select a rectangle tool and draw a rectangle. Remove the fill and make the stroke white to see it clearly. Then double click and delete one of its anchor point. I will rotate it in this way and apply a stroke of about 18 pixels. I will reduce the size to make it about equal to the text height. Like this. Then I will create a copy by dragging and holding Shift and Alt keys. Then select the line tool and draw a small line here of about 58 pixels. Now increase the stroke size to 18 and make it a line in the middle and group by pressing Ctrl G. Now I will adjust it with the text like this. I will change the color of this arrow to this yellow. That's looking perfect now. Now I want to insert another object behind this text. For that, I will select the ellipse tool and will draw a circle like this. Then right click and open the fast isometric plugin, which we have already used in the previous video. So I will set it to this position. I will reduce the size a little bit. Now I will open another plugin, Oblique, and we also used this one before. So just click on the project and check this color to see that oblique or tilted area. Then I will select the object and deselect this one and make it union. Now I will apply a dark gray gradient like this. Before this, I need to apply that gray color on this object below. And you can see this one is transparent, so I will change it to 100%. Now let me adjust the color. I will create another copy of this and will reduce the size of it. Group it and will place it right here and send it to below the text by pressing Shift Ctrl left square bracket. Now it's looking good. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section. Now the last thing here in the hero section is the CTA. So I will select the text tool and will write "Let's talk." First, I will change it to title case. Will decrease the size to 35 pixels and semi-bold. Then make it frame selection and add auto layout. So from here you can increase or decrease the padding inside the button. You can fill the background from here. If you change the background color, you will see the text there, but I will change the color of text to black. I will also apply some top and bottom padding and will reduce this text line height. Now I will add an arrow here. So we will use this one. Just create a copy, ungroup it, and reduce the stroke size to 5 pixels. I will reduce the size of it a little bit, then will change the color to fade black, and I will put it inside this button. You can see the button is ready. You can make it a component if you want to use it in multiple pages. So I will keep about 80 pixel space from the hero heading. Our hero section is completed. Let's move to the second section. Why us? First, I will make some space for this section. Then I will select the rectangle tool and will make a rectangle with a height of 450 pixel. Then I will apply this yellow color. This will be actually the background of the second section. So I will drag this text here. First, I will stylize this heading. We'll change the font to Clash Display, and the size, if we check the hero heading, is 100 pixel. So the second heading should be 80 pixel. The letter spacing 2%. The line height is 115. And I will apply a stroke and remove the fill option. It should be in uppercase. The stroke should be 2 pixel, and I will make the stroke inside. Now for the paragraph, we'll change the font first. The size should be 35 pixel, regular, and 2% letter spacing. I will change the width of the paragraph a little, and will keep the space between the heading and the paragraph about 40 pixel. I will give it the same color as the background. Now if you look at this section, it seems quite simple. I want to make it look better by adding a nice design. So I will select the rectangle tool and will draw a rectangle of 100 pixel of width and height. I will turn on the grid to see the boundaries, and now I will give it that black color. Now I will make a random design from it, like this. Now it's looking great. Let's move to the third section, which is about featured work. There is a paragraph and those 3 points. So here will be the section title. I will make it the yellow and it will be featured work. We'll make it middle line and we'll keep the space about 115 pixel from the second section. But we have to keep the same space there also. Then here, I will increase the size of the artboard. So I will drag that paragraph here and will make it off-white, middle line, and 35 pixel. And the font will be Clash Display, 2% the letter spacing. Make it middle line and keep 40 pixel space. Okay, here we will place these 3 points. I will drag it here and give it that white color. Now I will make tabs for each category. So I will select the rectangle and draw a rectangle like this. The height should be 150 pixel. And we'll add a stroke, remove fill, and the stroke size should be 2 pixel. I will give it dark gray. Actually, I have already added it to the project. So I will remove these other 2 points for now. Let's stylize our first category. First, remove this list tile, then change the font to Clash Display. The size should be 50 or 60 pixel and the letter spacing 2%. Now I will align it in the middle of this tab. Let's turn on the grid to see the boundaries. So I will align it here. Now here I am going to add an arrow button which will indicate that if you click on this tab, it will take you to the web design project page. So I will reduce the stroke size to 5 pixel and align the line and arrowhead like this. and we need to reduce the size of it a little bit. Then I will rotate it like this and will place it right here. Then I will create a square by using the rectangle tool with the width and height of 100 pixels. I will align it here and send it to backward. And I will align the arrow in the middle of this button. Now select all these objects and create 2 more copies for those 2 categories. The second one should be for app design projects and the third one will be for brand design. Now I will remove these 2 squares from here, and the middle one should be in yellow color, and the arrow which is inside this button will be the same as the background. Let's turn off the grid to see it clearly. Then I will make this type fill and give it that gray color for the background that I have already added in the project and send it to backward. This is actually the hover state for each type when the user hover over it. So I will keep the same space between the text and these tabs. Perfect. Now let's move to the 4th section, interested. So I will drag that title text and will keep the same margin. The title is interested. Then I will drag that paragraph here and will stylize it. We'll change the color 35 pixel 2%, clash display and middle line. And keep 40 pixel space. Then we need a CTA button. I will just use that button here too. Okay, great. Now let's move to the footer section, which is the last one. So we have to put some social media links in the footer section like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and LinkedIn. So let's make something new. I will select the rectangle tool and will draw a rectangle, and the height should be 100 pixels. Again, I will use this yellow color for the background of this section. Now I will make some placeholder for those icons. So I'll make a square of 100 pixels of width and height and will place it right here. The background color should be the same as the background, and the stroke color should be the same as the section background color. Then I will create 3 more copies of this, group all these together and align it in the middle. Now we will simply put the icons. So right click and open the Iconify plugin. Here we will search for the Facebook icon. This one is fine. Then for Twitter icon, actually they have changed the name of the Twitter now to X, but we will use that old icon for now. Then Instagram, this one is fine. The LinkedIn. So now I will change the color of these icons and will put them one by one in these boxes. Now we will recheck the entire page if we could find any mistake and alignment issue that we need to fix. Everything in the hero section seems fine. In the second section, I don't know why the width is changed. I need to make it 100 pixel wide. Similarly, these objects. And I have to adjust it a little. Now this title and paragraph are not perfectly aligned with the left boundary, I think. So I will turn on the grid. You can see it is not perfectly aligned. And these other sections seem fine. Okay, so we have designed this entire homepage of our portfolio site in this style. Let me know what do you think about this design style in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.